Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm excited. We are live on Daniel Mitchell on my Facebook as well as on Instagram. We're live on Danny So Fancy. Hold on. There we go. So, hello, everybody. Okay, we are live. So, today I wanted to hop on and I wanted to talk to you guys very, very much about. There we go. So I can talk to both of you guys at the same time. All right. So I wanted to hop on here and let's start talking about what's going on with our marketing. why our marketing is maybe can use a little bit of help. So this is going to be a very straightforward conversation. So get your notepad ready. If it feels sensitive or it feels like it's coming for your head, it's because it's meant for you. This message is meant for you. Thank you, Patrice. These are some, I got these goddess locks, but in a bob. I love them. I love, love, love them. So we're going to talk about, right? And we're going to talk about a specific type of person. And this person is really smart. This person has gone to school and probably excels really well at school. This person has a career, and it's a really great career. This person is a doer, and they also thrive a lot in headspace. So when it comes to creating their products, whether it be digital or physical, when it comes to creating their products, they do a really, really, really good job. The product is high quality. People will love it. They spend months building this product, But then when they post it, they'll post it for a weekend. They'll get one sale, two sales, maybe no sales. And then they're like upset. Well, I want to make some more products. And they haven't had a full-fledged campaign to sell their current product. And now you're in a place where you've invested a nice amount of money. You've gotten your money's worth. You have this product, but now you're not spending half of that time promoting, talking, getting yourself out there. And now you're in a situation where you're kind of stuck, right? You have this brand, you've put a lot of effort into building awareness of this brand, but now that you have something that you can actually monetize, you're in a place where you're stuck in your headspace. You make up every excuse not to be consistent. You make up every excuse not to put yourself out there. You make up every excuse that today is just not in the cards for you to promote yourself, to go live, to do something within your marketing strategy. Now, days like that, every now and then, sure, life happens, right? But the issue is those days become more frequently when you allow it to happen. You never say, you know what, today I ain't feeling it. I'm just not going to go to the bathroom today. Like, I'm just hold it all day, right? You don't do that, but it's very easy for you to do that, push it away for something that's imperative to your business. And I mean, I don't mean to be funny, but marketing is important. Sales is important to your business. And now you're in a place where you feel like people aren't seeing you, right? It's too much noise out there. And you turn into a consumer because you're halfway there. I was talking to one of my clients and we were talking about Clubhouse. And she's on it, right? I had an invite. I gave it to her. She's on it. And she was like, oh, I listened to a really great conversation on Clubhouse. I'm on Clubhouse. And I'm like, yeah, no. You don't need to be on any social media platform consuming information. And if you created something, you need to be the person that is creating the content and not always consuming the content, right? Because then you get into a situation where you feel like you were super productive because you did learn something. And, so it is productive. It's productive day. Oh my God. During this conversation, I learned so much information. I feel good about it. I feel good about my day. I feel productive. Boom, boom, boom. And in reality, you didn't exert yourself as an expert. You didn't hop up there and have a comment or a question or anything like that. You didn't say anything. So you didn't gain any new followers. You didn't gain any new awareness. And most importantly, you didn't gain any new sales. But you exerted. You spent that time that should have gone to your social media strategy or to your regular strategy. You could have emailed somebody, you could have pitched. Like, there's so many things that you can do, but you decided to sit down and watch somebody else's live without commenting. You decided to consume some more information. And then you look at the end of the month and, oh my God, I'm not hitting my sales goals. But did you sell? Did you attempt to sell every day? See, it's a lot of people that are on here that want to create and you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be a brand, but you don't like selling. You don't like putting yourself out there. You don't like sitting down and figuring out what are you actually going to speak about before you just hop on. You're just going all over the place, and it shows. It shows in your inconsistency. It shows in your nervousness. And it shows in your inability to fully push out a strategy. And you only come on when you're in that desperation mode, when you need to make a sale, when you have to hit the goal. People can see that. People can taste that. And it's not beneficial to anyone. I know that it's a lot going on, but if you're not going to take the time out to implement your strategy, and you're not going to take the time to understand Facebook ads or Instagram ads or YouTube ads and actually put money behind it, I don't know what to tell you. You can't have no time and no money. That's not how it works. That's not how life works. That's not how any of this works. You can't be in a situation where every day it's an excuse. You also can't be in a situation where you're just continuously focused on creating without ever promoting. That doesn't work either. That's not how it works. It has to be both. And so it's a lot of people out here that are like, I'm really close to hitting my year-end goal, or I really want to get to $1,000 months or $2,000 months, $5,000 months, $10,000 months. But you don't have $10,000 work ethic. You don't have $10,000 consistency. You don't have the things that you need. You feel like you have to do one more course or one more thing before you just actually put your work out there and move and put yourself out there. What's wrong with putting yourself out there? What's wrong with that? Who said that there's an issue? There's no issue. You got this. You got this. And if you don't have it, that's where I come in. If you need a strategy, if you need someone to help work on it, I will help you. But some of the things that I'm doing, right? I'm putting in my calendar that I need to go live. Then I hit it, right? I also put in my calendar that I need to go to the gym. I put in my calendar that I need to look at ads or put in time to do a course or something throughout the day, so that I'm not spending all my days consuming and trying to just finish something for the sake of finishing it. It's more important for me to do things consistently. It's more important for me to push things out. It's more importantly for me to really connect with people. I had a call with my designer last night. Hey, can we finish my 3 last projects for the year so that I can just work on my clients and stuff for the rest of the year? Because I know what I want. There's no back and forth with me while I'm working on helping other people get ready. She's like, sure. It's just a simple conversation. Okay, good. Here's an extra payment. to encourage you to push forward and let's go, right? So that I can have more time doing these things, building awareness, talking to you guys. Instead of always working in my business, I'm working on it now, right? Figuring out where I want to go next, having conversations with clients. Hey, you want to continue working together? Okay, what do you want to create? What do you want to do? What's your budget? Well, here's what, in a perfect world, this is what my budget is. Now you tell me what you can meet. Not being able to have those uncomfortable conversations, right? Negotiation is fun once you understand the rules of it, once you understand how it goes. When you're not afraid of conflicts, when you know you've done quality work, that's when it's fun, right? It's fun for me when I'm able to have a work-life balance. That's fun for me. Paying off credit cards, that's fun for me. But that's all comes with brain power, and it all comes with figuring out the day. I actually have, it's not within reach, but I have a to-do list of all that I want to do today. It shouldn't be days and weeks and things that you're just out here week after week, day after day, never finishing something, or always never having enough time out the day. What does success look like to you? That's what I tell myself, and that's what I tell other people. What does success look like for you? A month of success. Success looks like, to me, having 1 to 2 speaking engagements and having 1 to 2 features, so that new people can understand and see my existing work. And if you're one of those people that are struggling with that, then my course, Marketing Makes Sense, is for you. That's what it's for. It's for people that want to create their own. They don't want to pay premium for working with me and my team, but they want to figure out how to do their own stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. The beauty of working with me, though, is I teach you how to create. So after you're done working with me, if you want to make edits or changes or do it yourself, you definitely can. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start being in a business, you understand, okay, I can outsource this and I can run this. A lot of people are just on here and they're not figuring out how to associate and to connect whatever they're talking with what they actually are selling, what they have, right? That's the fun part. Let's talk about what you got, what you've been working on. Here, I'm going to grab my stuff. This is what I've been working on. So for people that are like, I want to start somewhere and I don't know where, start with this book. Start with this 10K in 60 days. You can get the digital download on aboveaveragestore.com. You can also get the physical download on aboveaveragestore.com. And you can get this on Amazon. And so here we're really going to dive into how to create your digital or physical product. How does this passive income work, right? Because a lot of people are like, I want to create passive income. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do it. Look, if you are a service, you can figure it out. There are people out here teaching you how to watercolor, how to knit, how to do basic things, how to organize. So if you think that whatever you're doing is too complicated or not complicated enough that you can't sell, you're wrong. People pay for information and people pay for it to be packaged up where it is really, really easy to consume and digest. That's the whole purpose. Yes, I could go and do it myself. Yes, I can self-study. Yes, I can find and learn anything on YouTube. But you know what I do? If your course can guarantee certain results and can lead me from A to B, then I'll pay. My friend Ashley will always tell me, we ain't got to worry about Danielle. She is not afraid to invest in herself. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not afraid to invest. Teach me the way. Help me get to wherever I got to go faster so I can focus on other things. And that's how most people are. Especially people that have consistent income, which is most likely going to be everybody's audience, right? You want people to have consistent income so they can pay you for your service. That's what you want people to do. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. So whether your audience is musicians, whether your audience is teachers, whether your audience is parents, whatever it is, you want to showcase that, hey, I know your struggle and I have the solution. That's it. That's all you want to do. That's all that you have to do. Doesn't matter what you're selling, that is it. Are you able to meet their solution? And it could be anything. You have a virtual conference and you need to be styled. Let me style you from head to toe. Let me show you how to do it on your own and I can make a program or a video about it. You're too much in your headspace? Well, let's talk about abundance mindset. Let's do a course on that. Or let me sell you my affirmation video of me talking to you and speaking life into you in affirmations. People will pay for that. Or for me, let's say that you want to create your own workbook. This was created by me. Or say that you want to create your own planner for your business. This was created by me. Or you want to buy mine to help you get organized. Either or, right? This can be sold in a couple different ways. One, you see this, you buy it because you want to check out the quality. Is the quality good? Does she know what she's talking about? Blase, blase, blah. You look in it and you're like, oh my God, it is quality. And I like the colors and the pages are pretty and blase, blase, blah. Okay, I want my own. That's when you communicate with me and I'm ready to get you together, right? That's how it works. That's how it works. And so for me, that's the type of person that I want to work with. For the person that wants to do it yourself, you're never going to pay me the thousands of dollars it costs for you to work with me long term, or for you to work with me more than booking 9 hours or less with me, right? You're never going to be that. But you'll want this and then you can do it yourself. And if you need additional resources, you can then ask me. You can book different select hours. You can go on YouTube and see what I've already created. That's not going to be the person that's going to want me to create everything for you from start to finish. And I know that. And I've created different projects and different products for the different people. People get so caught up in this person doesn't want to work with me, or this person doesn't want to spend money with me or use my program and blah, blah, blah. And they get so down. They take it so like offended, like it's something that they did to you. And that type of mentality can then filter into all types of areas of your life, right? Which is why abundance mindset is so important. It's not just to help you within your business, but when you have that lack of mindset, when somebody does something to you or hurts your feelings or doesn't be like you feel like they need to as a friend, you take it offensive. You take it personal. In dating, you take it personal. You are offensive. You are offended when people like let you down or disappoint you or don't want what you want when you want it and all that, when it really has nothing to do with you. And that's why I focus and I push so much. Doesn't matter. I had one girl that wanted me to point her in the right direction of where she can go and get a theme for a website. And I sent her my scheduling link. And my scheduling link, at this point, you have to pay. It's $15 for you to pay, right? For a discovery call. She emailed me back like, thanks so much for the link, but I ended up going to a person on Fiverr and they're going to take care of me. Great. Honestly, I responded back and I was like, Fiverr is a great place. So is ThemeForest. So is Creative Market. And that's it. I still can help. I like to help people. It doesn't matter where you're at, but I'm not offensive. That person was never going to be my target audience, my client, because they didn't even want to pay the $15 for the scheduling tool. However, Fiverr is for those people. I've used Fiverr. I tell people all the time, Fiverr's great, Upwork's great. I also go to Black Artists Created. In Facebook, it's a Facebook group. So it's multiple places that I go for multiple people, depending on what you're looking for, depending on if you can do it. If that's a DIYer anyway. So let me help you get that information and move on. Because the person that is my target, that's the person that is already busy with whatever they're doing. Their brand is already growing, and they want somebody to not only create it, but manage it. And that's the extra value that having a project manager for whatever you're trying to do help. And I understand that. And that's how I pitch myself with people. So when other people don't bite, but they still want information, that's fine. I want to provide value. And then hopefully in the future, if you need a planner, if you need something else, I'll be here as a resource. And you remember, it's no shade to me. That's why I have a blog with all types of information, because that's who it's for, those type of people. But my service and my products, they sometimes are the same and they're sometimes not. And regardless, I want to keep going live so that people are consistently recommending me, right? That's the whole reason that particular person was even connected with me. There was a mutual friend that referred me. The mutual friend referred me because I am consistent. They think of me at the top of the line when something marketing or creative or web design pops up, because I'm consistently on here. I'm consistently talking. I'm consistently showing what I'm doing, what I've done, what's happening. It's not bragging. It's social proof. It's not exhausting. It's consistency. Different people have popped in this live, popped off. Some people have stayed. Some people will catch the replay. The longer I'm on, the longer I'm connecting with people. And then I can then go and help with running an ad later, because all these people have connected with me, right? That's the beauty of marketing. Can I design websites? I can. I can help you design websites. I can help you get what you got to go. So just go ahead and you can email me at Danielle@averageblackgirl.com, or you can DM me and we can hop in a call and figure out what we got to do. But yes, I absolutely can. And I will look forward to working with you. I mean, that's the beauty of consistency. And that's the beauty of just hopping on with your audience. And that's the beauty of hopping on without being in that desperation mode where I'm doing this because I got to hit these sales. I got to do whatever. Things is due tomorrow. Like, if you go and are consistently pushing yourself out, try it for a week. I don't want to say do it for 30 days, or try it for a week. Try to push yourself out and talk about whatever that 1 to 3 topics are that you feel like you're the expert. If you're a styling, then go ahead and talk about styling. Talk about the do's and the don'ts. Talk about how you mix colors. Talk about how you figure out patterns and stuff. Let us know the mindset. Let us know the concept, and then show us other things. Because honestly, every stylist I may or may not like what you got on or how you move things, but I'm looking on, can you read my body type? Can you style me? Can I bring a statement piece and you put it together? So I want to know that, and not always, well, I don't really like her style or blah, blah. Like, that's not how I look at it. I look at, can you look at me, figure out what I want to do, how I am, what works for Danielle or for Danielle's brand, and can you make it pop? Can you make it, do what it do? And if you can, then I would want to work with you. That's how I look at people. That's how I figure out what I want. And I want to see that over and over and over again. So yeah, if it's something super crazy and big, I don't automatically count you out if that's not my style. I look at what have you done to other people, or have you worked with someone that's a little bit more traditional or a little bit more conservative? And then if I'm going on vacation, can you go ahead and give me, neoned out and ready to, turn these heads? Like, I want to know what you've done and how you've done it with other people. And that's the beauty of social media. You can figure that out. You can hop on there and connect with people. You can hop on there and figure out, like, oh my God, I really like her style. I really like the way she teaches, or her passion, or whatever it is that she's done. I really like that. And then you can find your tribe. You can find consistently people in, right? I mean, yes, we all want, or at least that's what I'm working on. I want the 10,000 followers on Instagram so I can get the swipe up feature. But in the meantime, I want $10,000 for my followers. So how can I do that? How can I keep showing that I have things of value? For more people that are watching, the other thing that we have, again, on the above average store, we have templates for people. So if you're one of those people that, hey, designing isn't for you and you want to make your own ebook, I have an ebook template for you. My stuff is on Canva because Canva is bae and it's Photoshop for dummies. And that is what I use every day, right? I personally use Canva. My designers use Canva. All my clients use Canva. That's just what we're doing. Yes, I know that there are better tools, but this is what works for me and mine's, and that's it. So we have Pinterest templates. We have Instagram templates. We have, what else we have? We have presentations. So if you're trying to do a deck, pitch deck, or anything like that, you can do that. Everything's completely customizable for your own style or whatever that's going on. But we got that for you. And thank you so much, Styled by Omi. And yeah, so that's how it works over here, right? And so that's the purpose of creating these digital products, though, because every sale doesn't have to be a long drawn out service. And once you start figuring out that that is how you grow and scale your business, by having these digital products, then you'll be more intentional about what it is that you're trying to do and what you're trying to create. When the pandemic hit, for me, and I say this all the time, March, I made no money. Like, we can laugh about it now because things have like turned itself around, but we didn't. And it was because at that point, my brand was majority working on myself. I was my brand. I was the service. Me. That's it, right? And that doesn't work when you can't go out and meet people in person, and you can't connect and follow up and, do that. That doesn't work when everything is digital, when you have to work with people that you've never seen before. I had to flip it around and create some digital products that were of value so that when people were checking me out, they were able to go ahead and say, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Now we can go to the next step, but we can see whatever's going on. And so in order to do that, I had to take a step back, trust myself, work with some of these designers that I was working with, and be like, look, I need you to make something custom for me that I can then go ahead and resell. And then I was able to figure out, what do people use all the time, right? There are things that are in queue that I'm ready for Amazon to release, but we have like manifestation journals coming out. And why? Because it's new year, new me. It's because we've been in our homes for so long. It's because people are really wanting to take control of their lives. And for me, I've been working all year on taking control of my life. I'm working on every aspect of what this life is for me, of what I want my life to be. And manifesting and scripting and writing things down and making it plain and looking at stuff on my walls, like, that has been something that I have been doing consistently all year since February, and it's coming out. It has pretty much been its own fruition. So how do you find your target audience? That is the question that we get. Oh, I love this question. So finding your target audience is, one, you're not going to have just one target audience. Once you start figuring out who your target audience is, it's mostly going to be multiple people. It's going to be multiple demographics and things like that. So you first were talking about what you think your target audience is, right? So you have an idea, but you have a general idea. So when you start with target audience, you start with first demographics. Demographics are their age or age range, their race, their geographic location, their sex. So it could be like, I'm looking for, millennials in metropolitan areas in the United States that are between the ages of 24 and 35. And you can even say 50% Black, 50% white, or whatever. Now, you then want to go down to what is called the psychographics, right? Because you can be a Black woman in Chicago in her early 30s and living two different lives. You could have one Black woman that is a socialite. And so her goal for looking cute is to turn heads and slay. Then you can have another one that her goal is to look good for her husband because she just had a baby and she doesn't feel the same. So that's two different people that have two different reasons that they want to look good or work out or eat healthy or whatever it is that you're selling. So you got to go into what are their hobbies? What are their interests? What are the things that make them tick? What are the things that are going to incentivize them to do something, right? Because if there was an ad going out that had, for me personally, that's not married, dating, but not married, no kids, you talking about body positivity and like not feeling the same, that doesn't appeal to me. I've pretty much been in the same weight class my entire adult life, so that doesn't mean anything to me. But you talking about how I can maybe suck something in and, slay for the gram, I'm all ears. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? Where that's at? Or we can go from 9 to 5 to 5 to 9. I'm interested. Same thing. Religion-wise, right? You can have something and it'd be like you talking about God or Christianity. Okay, I might be all ears because I identify with that. You do something that's like more Muslim or more spirituality based, I may not connect with that because that's not me. So you may have multiple psychographics. Same thing with humor, right? Black humor and white humor is different. It just is. So you gonna post on there the same joke or the same graphic, and you can't do that for both. You got to change it a little bit. But you got to also understand, like, there is a difference. Like, people are like, oh, we're all the same, blah, blah, blah. It's not the same. And even when you go into like sub-demographics, like in America, there are a lot of different Black ethnic groups. So if you want to dive even deeper, like you can maybe, depending on what your ad is, think about what that person's immigrant country is and use like those colors or use like that type of slang. It depends on how deep you want to go into it. But that is where you really, really dive into it, your psychographics. Then, so now that we did the demographics and then we did the psychographics, now is where you want to go into the pain point, right? So the pain point is where you're saying, look, I hear you. This is your pain. And this, whatever I have, is going to help you get to the next level. I'm touching on your pain point. So if I were talking to someone and let's say that they were a stay-at-home mom in the pandemic, I would be like, hey, let me help you create a workbook, coloring book, or planner so that you can have this passive income. And then I will also help you figure out how you can bundle this into like a speaking engagement or a program, a course or something like that, so that you can start making passive income while you're working with your kids. And also, I know that times are tough. Maybe your husband got downsized or laid off or something like that. So now you're able to contribute without being in a situation where you have to leave the home, because we know how important it is for you to have that time and be with your kids. Now, that's one person. Now, the same woman, I could say, hey, I know that you've been killing it in these internet streets with your service-based business, but let me help you grow and scale by taking some of the things that you got going on, and let's create a digital product, such as an ebook, a workbook, or a course, or we can make a planner to go with it. You're an accountant, why not have a financial planner that's branded for you, that has the information that you need for your clients, that they can buy and bundle it with you, or you can add it as a bonus if they buy a higher tiered service. There's so many ways that you can do this. Two different people, same program, same course, same thing that I'm offering, but I'm talking to two different people's pain points. That's why it's so important to really listen on these discovery calls, so that you can, one, make sure that what they want, you can do. Like, I was on a call yesterday with a woman, and she was talking about doing like her whole like biography book. And I stopped and I was like, I don't do those. I do workbooks. So anything or guides, so anything that's showing you something, I do that. I do planners and I do coloring books, and that's it. Because when you sell your biography, I don't know how to sell that. I can't help you sell that. See, with the guides and these workbooks and these planners, it's an easy sale because it's about the other person, right? If they're buying a body and mindset planner, it's because that's important to them already, and they're relying on this planner to help them get organized. Yes, I do save my live. So this live will be saved and uploaded. And then this is also going to be on my YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube on Average Black Girl, you'll be able to see the Facebook one. But what you want to do is you want to be in a situation where you're able to really touch to their pain points, and you want to listen to make sure that what you're doing, you can actually do. So like I said, I don't do biographies and those type of books because it's a hard sell to me. If you look at Michelle Obama's book, right? That book was not her first book. That book was not her second book. Like, she waited. And that book may have been like her fifth book that she had released. And that's her biography. And she did that once she reached that star power status. It's just really hard to get people to really want to know your life story until you've hit that like cult-like following. I don't know how else to say it, but that cult-like following, it really is. So I like to do guides or journals or planners or things like that. And then you can sprinkle in your story, but you're still telling something. Like, for instance, in this book, I'm talking about what are the six options that you can create as far as a program. And then I'm going ahead and I'm giving a little bit of tidbits about my story and why I created these digital products, right? And then I'm going back to, you can go to Creative Market, you can go to ThemeForest, you want courses, you can do Teachable, you can do Thinkific, you can do Kajabi. Like, I'm telling you where you can go. You don't got to do no research. It's all in this book. Yes, you're going to see over and over my website. You're going to see over and over, about me and little learning lessons. But at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about somebody else. Okay, well, I look forward to connecting with you more. Have a great day. So yes, that is how it works for me. And that's why it's such an easy sell, right? The coloring book, when I first released the coloring book, I sold like 100 in like the first month and a half. It was an easy sale, but it was also because people like the color anyway, right? It was also a really, really nice price point. There was really nothing that I needed to overtly convince because people are already doing that. There's already an industry for it. and I don't have to convince. And it also worked where there's people that were able to support me that never want to have their own business or don't need my marketing support or don't need any of those things, right? That's how it works. All right, so I've been talking for 40 minutes. So I'm going to hang up now and get going on my day, doing my to-do list and just making sure that we have like that work-life balance. I have a client meeting for this afternoon, so I'm going to make sure that I am ready and prepared for that. I hope this was a really good conversation, guys. I really enjoyed it. So again, there'll be more from me as this is one of the things that I know that I need to do. I'm checking y'all and I'm checking myself at the same time. But it works. It works. It works. It works. It works. So hop on here, connect with your people, and sell your stuff that you've already created. Sell your stuff that you know you're good at. Sell, sell, sell while connecting, right? And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.